Good afternoon, Abbotsford residents. I'm here in Abbotsford. I declared that I'm running for your mayor of Abbotsford. So I want to bring you up to date here in Abbotsford, BC, of all the controversy and cheating going on with candidates and what has took place. So I'm up here at the Cooper Farm again today. And let me show you, when the Cooper Farm went through for the city, it was met by controversy. Old people that signed petitions to stop it coming out of the ALR to be developed for Polygon. You would hope when your city councils run for city council, you are hoping that they will be voicing your opinion and your concerns here in Abbotsford. But that is not what happened. City councillors that sat there and that collaborated, that were in Henry Braun's house, thanks to Henry's son leaking the information, they were passing job sites. So yesterday I did a video from here, from Dave Lowen's on the Polygon site here at the Cooper Farm. The question is to you, how many development sites have been passed through by city councils without addressing your concern? I believe, in my opinion, for your mayor, that the province must come in and audit and investigate. They did not represent the city of Abbotsford and its residents. They represented themselves. Today, I just got a call this evening. You see Patricia Ross, an environmentalist, and yet she will stand by to see this land destroyed for houses. But the man in Augustine who had a plan didn't get his job sites through, because it didn't benefit what Henry's agenda was. As Dave Lowen's sign is present right here on the controversy of Cooper's Farm. I know with no reason that Dave Lowen's decision was persuaded, along with other councils, to help Cooper's Farm get developed. I tend to believe so. I tend to believe highly that it was unethical and morally wrong for councillors to do what they did on Abbotsford residents. As the city lined up to hear the decision on the Cooper Farm, Abbotsford city councils snickered and laughed as they raised their hands and said, we outvote the general community, the plan is going through. And now we see the rewards of which candidates are present. For Patricia Ross to put her signs here is morally, ethnically wrong, by all means. And what she done, stand by and watched all these old people in weeping in the city, crying as they packed the city, and it was taken off the city schedule, and Henry blamed housekeeping. We have Alex Mitchell next to him. I tend to agree Alex Mitchell now is watching live videos and knows it's wrong and she shouldn't be putting their signs there. I will really respect the other city councils that are new and running and don't have their signs here, because they know it's right. They know the community voiced its opinion. They know the community was against this. So you can see the new candidates that represent Abbotsford are not cheating. Alex Mitchell, I tend to believe, is going with the flow. For Alex Mitchell to be doing this, it's persuading her vote already in the city. I'm running for mayor. I will not have my city councils doing this against Abbotsford residents. I will not stand for it for 1 second. I will call each and every one of you out, because it was shameful that these people worked very hard to put protests and signatures together to stop this development, and it was done by Abbotsford city councils raising their hands to help Henry Brown. So to you, Alex Mitchell, you should be addressing the concerns of what Abbotsford residents voiced their opinion for, to say that I represent Abbotsford residents as a city council. Patricia Ross knows, she's already been there. She knows that this should not be there. She knows what Dave Lowen's is doing. She knows on every point of the Cooper Farm is Dave Lowen's signs, and now you see the other candidates. Even Ross Siemens is signs now put on the farm. It sends the message that developers are walking in and buying our city councils. I tend to believe, in my opinion, with Abbotsford residents, this is true. This is why agriculture ALR land is being pulled out and yanked out. When you vote for this, you should never have your sign anywhere near the developer. You're voting for honesty and transparency. We have to change Abbotsford's way. We must vote a total new council and mayorship in. We have seen this with Henry Braun. Braun steps out, and now we have Ross Siemens that's running for mayor. Ross Siemens already can declare his mayorship today because the Chamber of Commerce put him in the Chamber of Commerce, giving him 16,000 votes. The Chamber of Commerce is a business community. When it considers we want this person, the vote is. An environmentalist, Patty Ross, Patricia Ross goes along with this, and she says she wants to represent your community. She knew what happened to these people of voicing their opinion on this farm. I'm asking the federal government and the provincial government to step in because city councils did not fulfill their elective duty under the Municipal Act to represent the residents of Abbotsford and their concerns. They went with Braun in the majority, and they were persuaded by developers to do what was right. They cannot honestly stand here today and tell you that that ain't true because their signs show the proof. We're live here, up in Abbotsford, BC, on the Cooper Farm, and Polygon knew better. And Polygon today still hasn't returned the calls or answered this. They should say immediately, remove your signs quickly. This doesn't happen in Vancouver and any other sites. I've been present on many big sites, from Wall Financial, to Ledcor, to Stuart Olson, to Intertech, to Cressy, to Mondial, and the list goes on. This never takes place. They file their applications in the city, they go through the due process of the city, and they do what's right. And at the end of the day, you never see city councilors or mayor's election signs on the job sites, especially conflict of interest job sites. But today, we see this. Patricia Ross, environmentalist. She didn't care about the environmentalists. I shouldn't be here. She should be here telling you that story. And to Alex Mitchell, I know it's a bad mistake for you to follow, but you shouldn't follow. You should lead by example. I'm asking you, because I'm running for mayor, remove yourself from the Cooper Farm immediately. Put your signs up where there's no conflict of interest. Show that you can be a leader for the community. Dave Lowens didn't do it, and he's had 7 days here now getting free advertising. Live out of Abbotsford, British Columbia.